everything in history is a costume. If you need to be a colonial or a pioneer, you can't be in a plastic costume. It just doesn't look right. Being able to create an outfit is so that the person that is getting the outfit feels the part and feels good about themselves. Saunders Costumes has been around for 60 plus years. My mother, she liked to have plays for the kids to participate in. Well, there was no place to get costumes, so she had to make the costumes. My dad went hunting, and he left her money to get groceries, to do whatever, and she decided that she would go to Woolworth's downtown Colorado Springs and buy enough fabric for 25 costumes. And she also put an ad in the paper for rental costumes for Halloween. If you needed to be a lady in waiting. And when Dad came home, she was in business. This is my mummy, and he's lots of layers, and it was tea-dyed and coffee stained. From 1956 to 1962, she was the only costume shop. She pretty much educated Colorado Springs to costuming. I would sit on my mother's lap and sew, and she would teach me, and then she would let me sew clown costumes, and they're all tucked away in plastic bags. Cow Chaps that was in a commercial. She closed in 75 because she wanted to do family things, and it was just a talk over the table one day. Why don't we start back the costume shop? We opened in September 97 in a little front window space, about 400 square feet, in front of Ace Loans on North Academy. This is one my mother made. Somehow we got a call from the Renaissance Fair. The lady at the Renaissance Fair did weddings up there. We did over 130 costumes for that wedding, that first summer. So then I have Mary Poppins and a turtle and a water princess. If the kids need to have costumes for school plays, and they need to be flowers, or they need to be trees, or they need to be dinosaurs, those are all things that we created. Easter bunnies in there. And I have an Elvis that I make all his stuff for. People think it's just you get it out of a package, and it isn't. You have to research and understand why that costume was created to begin with. Uncle Sam and Betsy Ross. This gentleman came and he wanted the Godzilla costume. They were having a college reunion in Tokyo, and this guy wanted to walk around Tokyo as a Godzilla. I'm losing my vision, and so it's going to be harder for me to sew. We moved down to Wasatch, and that was about 5,000 square foot. And we were doing really well. At some points, we would do between 300 and 400 costumes for the weekend. I would venture to say I had over 20,000 costumes at that time. You're locked, of course. Then there were stores that would come in, Spirit or Halloween USA. They bring in 2 months of costumes, but they are all packaged costumes. And then King's and the grocery stores and Walmart all started in. You can come in here too. They're there to be sold as quickly as possible. So it may look like I'm hoarding things, but I'm not. Everything is in boxes due to their decade. Clothing has evolved over time. We call it a costume now, but it's still clothing of an era. One size does not fit all. One look does not fit everybody. The kids enjoy being able to be somebody else. They feel like they're that character because their costume is correct.